Summer can be a challenging time for parents of children with ADHD. There is no school schedule to follow. The change in routine can be a big source of stress for both parents and children. So, if you can relate to this, stick around because in this short video, I'm going to share 7 summertime tips that can make the next few months a little bit more manageable and enjoyable for both you and your child. Now, before we dive in, I want to invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Doing this will make sure that you don't miss any of my ADHD specific videos. It will also tell YouTube that these videos are worth sharing and help more people gain access to the tips and tricks to make life with ADHD more manageable. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Let's get started. So, here are 7 tips to help you thrive this summer with your ADHD child. Tip number 1: set up a daily routine to provide structure and predictability for your child. So, while summer is a time for relaxation, kids with ADHD, they tend to do better when they have structure and predictability in their lives. So, it's essential to create a daily routine for your child that includes regular meal times, bedtimes, and activities. You can use a visual schedule or a checklist to help your child understand what's coming up next and what they need to do. Tip number 2 is definitely plan for fun. Summer is all about having fun, but it's important to plan activities that will be enjoyable for both you and your child. Consider activities that are both physically and mentally stimulating, such as swimming, hiking, visiting a museum. Make sure to involve your child in the planning process so they feel invested in the activity and are more likely to engage in them. Also, make sure and plan activities in advance to give your child a sense of security. Children with ADHD can struggle with unpredictability and sudden changes in plans, so planning activities in advance definitely helps with this. Step 3 or tip 3 is stay active. Regular exercise is beneficial for children with ADHD as it helps to release excess energy, it helps improve focus, it helps with detoxification, it helps with firing off neurons in the brain. Encourage your child to engage in physical activity regularly, whether it's playing outside, going for a bike ride, going for a swim, or practicing a sport that they enjoy. Get outside and engage in physical activities that can improve focus and decrease hyperactivity. Physical activity can be a great way to help a child manage their ADHD symptoms, and being outside in nature can also help reduce stress and definitely improve that mood. Tip number 4 is manage screen time. This one might be a little bit hard for some. Now, while screens can really be a helpful tool for keeping children occupied, too much screen time can be detrimental to their development and well-being. So set limits on screen time and encourage your child to engage in other activities such as reading, playing board games, or spending time outdoors. Tip number 5 is definitely not a tip for the child, but it's a tip for you. Take care of yourself. Parenting a child with ADHD can sometimes be exhausting, so it's essential to take care of yourself as well. Make sure to carve out time for self care activities, things like exercise, meditation, or spending time with friends. Taking care of yourself will help you stay energized and better equipped to handle any challenges of parenting a child with ADHD. Tip number 6 is reach out for support by joining a support group for parents of children with ADHD. As I said, parenting a child with ADHD can sometimes be challenging and also be isolating. Joining a support group for parents of children with ADHD can provide you with a community of people who understand what you're going through, who get it. These groups can provide emotional support, practical advice, and a real safe space to share your experiences. If you haven't yet joined my free ADHD parent support group on Facebook, I want to invite you to do that today. The link to the group can be found in the video description. Tip number 7, begin reducing your child's ADHD symptoms using natural strategies. Probably my best tip. Contrary to what many people assume, medication is not the only way to support a child with ADHD. And the summertime is one of the best times to put some natural practices into place that can make a huge difference in your child. Begin by focusing on your child's diet, reducing these foods that are highly inflammatory to the body, that are exacerbating symptoms like gluten, dairy, soy. You can try adding in omega-3 fatty acids found in foods like fatty fishes, nuts, and they've definitely been shown to improve cognitive function and reduce hyperactivity. Now, in addition to dietary changes, exercise, as I mentioned earlier, can also be a natural way to help manage ADHD symptoms. Physical activity has been shown to improve focus and attention in children with ADHD. You can encourage your child to engage in all of those activities I've already mentioned to help them burn off that excess energy and improve that mood. You can also consider mindfulness and relaxation tips to help your child manage stress and improve their ability to focus. Build it into your daily routine that you set for summer. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, and yoga are all great options. These practices can help your child develop better coping mechanisms and improve their overall sense of well being. And if they do it on a daily basis, it becomes part of their normal life and it's not hard anymore. These natural strategies, along with optimizing detoxification, targeting underlying stresses in the body through lab tests, and supplements, are other strategies that I teach the families I work with. And they can be really, really effective at reducing ADHD symptoms. As I said, summer can be such a great time to start reducing ADHD symptoms naturally. But remember, stay patient, be flexible and positive, and enjoy all the new experiences and adventure that this time of year has to offer. I hope these tips have been helpful. And as always, reach out with any questions. Bye for now.